spark, I have to hold it for a bit. Okay. These guys, because my husband, when he doesn't come home, he just like screws everything up. Oh my God. Oh, hang on. Hello, beautiful souls. We are live. So right now, currently, we're just waiting for Steve at Energy Healing to come on. Just be patient, but I hope everybody's well, and we'll just wait for everybody to log in. In the meantime, I'm going to open up my other screen to keep an eye on anybody who has a question tonight. So I hope everybody is doing well. There we are. Okay, perfect. Bring them on video. There we go. Perfect. All right. So I hope everybody is doing really well this evening. And everybody has some questions lined up on questions. How are you, Steve?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm going to put the volumes down because that's causing a bit of a problem.
That's my side too. Hang on. There we go.
Okay. So I'm just logging in now. Oh, I think it's got to be from here. Let's take a look. I think you've got the echo coming from your side.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of straighten myself up here and put myself where everybody can see. Sure. Sounds pretty tech back there. Like a studio. Hi, Donna. How are you? It's nice to see. Hi, Michael. How are you? Hi, June. How are you? Hi,
all right,
Linda.
let's see. All right, let's see here.
So I guess so for everybody who is joining, beautiful Michael Shane is on the panel as well. So Steve, I'm not sure, you didn't get a chance to come out last time to see Physical Phenomena. I host a beautiful, lovely physical medium, Michael Shane and Julie Andriani. So Michael's on the actual panel today. Thank you, Michael. I look forward to hosting you in July. We're ready for you with Julie. So nice to see everybody joining in. A pleasure to see you too, Donna. Always nice to see you. All right.
And
so we're still getting a little echo. I'm wondering if it's coming from my side. Hi, Vilma.
Thanks, Lady Silvish and Adam for joining. Let's keep it going.
Okay. Hello. We've got.
I feel like it's going to be a good one tonight.
Absolutely. We've got already now. I think it's more than 10 on my panel. Hello, Anna, Paula. How are you? Hi, Jane. Okay, I'm getting an echo, so it should be my phone that I should be the volume down.
Do the volume down on your computer.
It's completely off, and I'm still getting echo. I know why. I need these. I'm telling you, I'm getting tech savvy now these days. Let's see, that's better. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, Josie. Hello, Aaron.
Hi, Josie.
Thanks for joining. Alfreda. I told you this is going to be a good one. We've been laughing already for like the last 10 minutes.
I know. Yes, that's correct, Josie. Only Steve can see you because I think you're on Instagram, lovely. That's why. And I still keep getting an echo here. So that's a bit of a distortion for me. Why did the video, hang on a second, end on my side? Let's take a look. Something wrong? Okay, it's saying the video ended on Heaven on Earth.
It's still, I can see you. Like, it's still like we're chatting.
It is, but it's actually, I won't be able to see all the comments. Hi, Alfreda.
I see.
Okay, Cheyenne. Perfect. So you'll have to help me out here. Okay, hi, Cheyenne. Just wondering. So maybe I'll just have to, okay, I'll just keep it. Oh, I froze. Okay, thanks, June. Maybe that's why, because I noticed that.
Josie.
Okay, so I think we'll probably give it one more minute for everybody else to jump on. Yeah, it's just not, unfortunately, it's not showing on my laptop, but that's okay. It's okay. So I hope everybody is doing well. For ones that are joining and for ones, I'm just going to kind of recap something quickly. I will be announcing the dates for Physical Medium Michael Shane and Physical Medium Julie Andriani that will be coming in back to Toronto. So I'm happy to host them once again. Please mark the dates for July. The dates will go out on a poster as of next week. And I suggest you reserve your tickets early, very early, because the last one pretty much sold out. I'm going to say it was a full house. So if you are interested in seeing Physical Medium, Physical Phenomena, and I believe we're going to be having Transfiguration Mediumship, which is the red light healing seance, or red light seance, my apologies. This is the time, once I do post it up there, that you do purchase your tickets early. Okay. So I am still, thank you for everybody. I am getting an echo. So it's going to be a little bit of a disturbance for me, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm okay on this side.
I'm not actually. I'm hearing myself, but that's okay. That's probably me on a regular basis.
I was going to say, do you like the sound of your own voice?
Not really. Not really. That's one thing I try to turn the volume down. All right, so we could start for the first question, however it comes through on your side, Instagram or Facebook. And I hope everybody is still, because it looks like it's kind of frozen now. No?
Yeah, it seems to be okay. But you know what? I kind of want to say something before we take the first question, maybe a little bit of a disclaimer.
Sure.
Just so that everyone knows, like it is being recorded, right? So we will post it after it's done so that our viewers and people can catch this later that couldn't attend the live. So if there is something that's personal in nature, maybe do it from a private perspective and DM one of us and not on this public type of forum.
Very well said. Thank you. And I agree with what Steve is saying. So nothing will be, taken out from the live video. So if there's any personal questions that you may have, you might want to book either myself or Steve, then rather coming on the live, as sometimes things can come, out and maybe you might not want to hear it. Okay. So thank you for that. Thanks, Steve. All right, we're all set. So we're going to start with Vilma, because we actually didn't get a chance to get to Vilma last time. So Vilma is asking, do you see any changes in work area for me?
In her work area?
In her work area.
All right.
Hi, Margaret. How are you? Oh. Interesting. Okay. Did you want me to start?
Sure.
Okay, Vilma, if you're there, just say I'm here. That's all. So basically, in the position from the past to the present, at this moment, what's happening is you were guided to something that was a different change in your workplace. Okay, so there's been a nice change, a good change. But having said that, I feel like when you got into this change, I feel like there's a male figure, which is more masculine. It could be a female with a masculine personality, basically like a boss or somebody that you are in the surroundings with. So it doesn't have to be necessarily the boss. It could be somebody up in upper management or somebody that's close in that workspace of you. I don't see things blending. I'm going to say this very honestly. I don't see it blending. I feel like there's many thoughts of, that's going through your mind that you want to shift, you want to move away from it. And it's almost like thinking about making that change. Having said that, on the upcoming, so I'm going to probably go with about, I would say, second, third quarter, there is going to be a shift, a complete shift. I see you walking away from something in that workplace and moving into something back to either where you were or something better. But I actually am receiving something new and something better. So I'm going to say that. And it's almost like leaving what you currently do kind of behind. Okay. And I don't feel any sadness towards it. The only thing I do feel is the length of time you put into it that could make you feel sad. But otherwise, it's almost like getting ready to pack your bags and I'm out of there. Okay. So I hope that resonates. And I'm going to let Steve now add on to what he sees.
Yeah, I got the death card in reversed.
Oh,
So yeah, so the death card in upright position is really about, something's going to end and something new is going to start. In the reverse position, it's very similar to what Rose was saying. There's some kind of detachment. There's going to be freedom coming your way if it hasn't already just happened. Okay. So remember, with that job situation that you're going through, it's very possible you're going to have a new job or a new boss, maybe, or you're going to get like some kind of lateral transfer, something that's going to give you a sense of freedom and detachment from the current job that you have.
beautiful. Thank you, Steve. Very well said. Thank you. Okay, Vilma. So that's great. So she was just saying, perfect. Thank you. So I hope both resonates, both messages that come from Steve and myself. Perfect. She is perfect.
Excellent.
I am moving to a new company. Very beautiful. All right, Vilma. All the best to your new venture. Beautiful. Okay, the next question is thank you, is Donna. Let's go to Donna. Will my daughter be getting a job soon? This echo is quite annoying. I wonder why it's echoing. Only happens to me when it comes to this stuff. That's everybody. That's like, oh. Okay, it's Donna's daughter getting a job. Let's take a look. I kind of feel, when I'm just feeling the energy of Donna's daughter. So Donna, I'm not sure if you could validate something like this. I feel like she's very artistic. It's something that she very well is great with her hands, and being able to be creative. And that's something that I feel like she's not putting some talent towards. This is not coming up on the cards. This is just intuitively. So I feel like her mind kind of is in a place right now of trying to make some choices in the direction. Oh, perfect. I feel like this is what they're trying to say to me, is for her to go back into the artsy side of things and really dive deep into it. Because I feel like right now she's just currently kind of floating. And that floating is not allowing her to have the stability that she wants, the direction that she needs, and the path that enlightens her spirit. I'm going to be honest with you. So having said that, right now, I feel like it's more or less she's not happy. I'm feeling she's not happy internally of choices that she's actually making right now for herself. And I say this with love. This is no negativity. And I feel like she's looking at the finances and saying, okay, you know what? I really don't have the finances to want to be able to do the things I really want to do. But tell her not to worry about the finances and focus on the passion. Because I feel like this is more hurting than the actual financial part of her seeing things to move ahead. Having said that, I feel like there's a little bit of maybe some challenge, maybe some anxiety going on inside of her. Just tell her to sit back, relax, and don't allow people from the outside to kind of, cloud that and bring in theirs on top of hers. Because I feel like she just needs to learn to balance through this transition. Having said that, a beautiful set is coming up for her. So I feel like within 6 months, it's almost like she's going to take a new shift, a new change. She's going to make a choice that's going to basically either push her out of this zone that she's in, or just make that choice of saying, you know what, that's enough now. I need to start moving forward, because I see the 10 of Cups and the Page of Wands, and that's the beautiful creativeness to her. So I feel like she'll somewhere get back into something that she passionately loves doing that has purpose for her. So within 6 months, she will have a job earlier than that. But I feel like within 6 months, that light's going to turn a different switch for her. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Steve. So thank you, Donna.
Yeah, so 2 cards came out for your daughter, Donna. It's I've got the Hierophant, which is really about spirituality. It's about religion, culture, things like that. And then I've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse position. And so in the reverse position, you're talking about like restlessness, being detached, apathy. So again, very similar to what Rose is saying. She needs to be down the creative path. So if you look at this card specifically, let's see if there's a glare, but you can see that there's a divine light at the top of the stairs. So it's almost like she's being guided for a creative path. And then you've got the 4 that steps in saying, you know what? She's not really sure what she needs to do right now. She's restless in the sense of a decision.
Yes.
So is it a career thing? Is it a money thing? Or is it a spirituality thing? She's kind of stuck. So I know this question really refers to a job, but maybe she needs to find a job like a yoga teacher, something where she can be creative and spiritual at the same time. And I don't know if that resonates with your daughter at all.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Steve. Let's take a look here. I think you can see the comments too, yes?
Yeah.
Perfect. So she was validating the information. And Donna, if what Steve's message also came through, which I believe to be very beautiful. Yes. Well, thank you, Steve. Beautiful.
You're welcome,
Very,
Donna.
very beautiful. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Okay. Do you have anybody on your side, or should we keep going up on heaven on earth? Because there's so many.
Okay. I've got Josie says, will there Josie, we love you.
We love you, Josie.
Her question is, will there be a relationship for me this year?
Okay. Let's take a look.
All right.
I should just put the cards all like this and say there's 10 coming your way. No, I'm just joking. You'll have lots to choose from. Let's take a look. Interesting here.
Interesting.
Oh.
It's interesting. Okay, because I feel like, Josie, I feel like we spoke about this type of question before, and I feel like the conclusion is almost the same. So do you want me to go ahead?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, so 2 cards came out for you, Josie. You've got the Page of Cups, okay, which to me is almost like you're someone who's kind of new, beginning of the quest of love, of romance, and so on, but inexperienced, immature in that phase. So if you want to think of what we can relate to nowadays, think of a teenager going through like a first love situation. And then the next card that came through behind it again was the Hierophant or Hierophant. Okay, so what this is telling me is, yes, I think you may meet somebody this year, but I think you may not hit it off, because some things tell me you're going to meet someone who's immature. Okay, and it's going to turn you towards this route of the spirituality thing again, and growing internally into yourself and reaching where you need to reach on that journey. Go ahead, Rose.
Okay, so Josie, do I see a complete serious relationship coming into your space this year that we could say that it will be a beautiful blend between you and a new partner? I actually don't see the lock, if I have to say this, and I say this with love. I do see that there will be somebody in the space, but I don't feel that this person is ready to let go into that wild part and to say that step out of the zone. This is what I want. No, but there is that person that's still lingering a little bit from the past, and the person that's still moving up into the current. And then when I look at the upcoming, this is something I have to say. It's almost like you're going to say to yourself, you know what, being more selective, more than I've ever really been selective, because I'm so independent, that do I really, really want somebody to move into that space? The answer is from the heart, yes, you would like, but sometimes the mind can collide and clash with the actual heart. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a resistance in allowing somebody in that space the way you're asking today. So it's almost like I want love, and I'm not sure I really want to bring love into my space. So there's going to be a crossroads for you, but do I see this person coming in to be, this is it, a nice new relationship moving forward? Unfortunately, not just yet, but there will be a gentleman in that space that's still moving from the past, the present to the upcoming. Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully that
I'm just
that
gonna grab
helps.
my headset, Rose. 2 seconds.
Sure. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look on the next ones. I'm going to move up a little bit. I'm going to move up because I think I missed a bit from the top parts. Let's take a look here. Jane, let's look at Jane. What do my angels want me to know about my writing? Interesting. It's interesting. So the first word I get, Jane, without even pulling any cards, it's almost like taking this novel and writing much more in it. So I'm not sure about your beautiful novels. I personally have not read them, but just to actually expand and make them longer, if that makes sense. I do feel like you're going to come out of the actual writings that what you're normally doing. There's going to be a change into something more spiritually. I don't know why I'm saying this, but more spiritually. Not to say that you're going to be forgetting about the novels that you do, because you'll still continue to write those novels. And I believe, if my memory serves me right, they're science. What do you call them? Sci-fi kind of books. Is that my right? Sci-fi, children's. I'm not sure if it's something like that. Just correct me if I'm wrong, Jane. At the same time, I do feel there's going to be a change in 2025. It's almost like something's going to shift you this year in writing into something that you probably thought, it'll be a good idea if I write there, but you haven't started. So I do feel in 2025, first quarter, I truly believe that there's going to be either something published from the new journey, the new writings, or also to start off to a new venture. Okay, so I'm going to flip cards, but you can go ahead if you've got the cards.
Yeah, I pulled the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is really, okay, so it's a creativity card. It's a fire card. So you're on fire, meaning, you know what, your creativity is there. This is someone who's a visionary, who's a leader. So I think you've got what it takes to succeed even more than what you think. And to get to becoming a king, you need to go through a long journey to get there, and which to me is telling me that, you know what, you are experienced in your novels. You've done this for a long time, but there's some kind of creative hit. There's some kind of a vision that you have going on right now that you're probably doubting whether or not you should push forward with it. And I think what this card is trying to tell me is, yeah, go for it, because the King of Wands it's a success card, visionary. So whatever you've got on your mind right now, I would say it's probably a good thing, and go ahead with it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Just adding on to that, the fact that right now, when we look at what she has written, it's been very successful. So, but she's always had this feeling of wanting to branch out more and more things that she is capable, or I would say even more than capable of, bringing out to people who would love to read what she writes. Having said that, it's almost like not feeling tired from it, but just feeling I want to change. So everything she does, she puts her heart and soul into it. Having said that, this is where the new information comes into. The King of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a new opportunity with the passion that really burns inside to completely and to continue to keep writing except on a different level altogether. The Ace of Wands is a new, it's not only just a new beginning, but it's something that she touched on, something that's going to be like magical. Wow. It's going to flourish. It's going to be really, really good. Having said that, when we look at the Five of Swords, it's like looking back and making a choice with the Justice to try to find what really, really she feels more passionate about. So I do feel that this new change will be a better change for you. And it's going to lead you to one door, the next door, the next door, and it's going to be nonstop, never ending. So I feel like you're on the right path. So you're doing well. So let's just take a look on what she's saying. If you could just comment. Thank you, Jane. Oh, I just read now. She's working on an angel story. Beautiful, Jane. All right. Can't wait to read that. You know me about angels. Can't wait. I love it. Great stuff. All the best with that one. And I'd like a signed copy when you have it published. Please and thank you. Very beautiful. Okay. Well done. All right. So we're going to keep moving back up now because I know I'm missing a lot of people here.
So I've got a couple here.
Okay, let's get to your side now.
Yeah, so I've got a couple very generic and very open. Should we maybe ask people to be more specific? Or do we just, yeah. Okay, so Sylvia, I see you're next on the list here. If you have anything that you want to be more specific, then just type out the question, like if it relates to a career, romance, something of the nature. And the next one here, Kat, same with you. So if there's anything you have that's a little bit more specific, that would be great.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go down here. Okay. I feel like Linda. I'm hearing music in my house, but I don't know where it's coming from. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's take a look. Linda, I know there was a question. I'm just trying to kind of scroll to see. I think it was something. Will I be moving this year? Okay, let's take a look, Linda. Hello, Linda. All right. So the next question is, will I be moving this year? Oops. Two actually. Three actually. Oh, this is a really big. Three just fell out the way they are.
Oh, and this is for Linda, correct?
Yeah. This is interesting. So I feel like she's stuck in making this decision because three just came out lots away. It's something like you don't want to let go of the place that you're in now, if you can understand this. But I feel like just a quick question, maybe this will help me. Are you moving to another province or you're thinking to move to another province? If you could just say yes or no on that one, because this is maybe where the choice is being a little bit difficult for you. Okay, that's fine. I just need to know that because this is what I'm trying to understand. So would you understand that right now that you're having the difficulties in making the choice to move forward, to move to another place? It's always great to have a new place to go to, but sometimes we are feeling very connected to where we are at, or there could be family there or things. So is there any kind of difficulties right now in making that choice without any details, please, from yourself before I pull out the cards? These are just 3 cards that came out. Let's take a look.
Okay, so while she responds, what I got for her is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, okay. So I think for her, it's really going to be about luck. This, the move. So it's very possible she might like see something, a house somewhere else, and all of a sudden her house goes for sale, or maybe she has a change in her career that's going to push her somewhere. It really is just going to be like a lucky thing, some kind of luck or destiny. It's going to be out of nowhere. It's going to hit. That's what I feel.
Okay. Thank you for that. And she just wrote, love where I live. Financially, it's hard. Quite interesting because I see the love right here of the home. I do see the amount of love in there. And the choices is trying to make moving forward because of finances. Right there, finances. Having said that, I feel like there's going to be enough finances at some point, Linda, to make the shift, but I don't see it in the first, second, the third, fourth quarter. So I do see some money, some stability that's going to be able to help you to make the new change. And I do see you walking away from the old to something new. So there will be that change, unless you go to a casino and you blow all the money, and then 8 months later it's all at the casino. You can't do that. So I'm just joking. So having said that, you've got to kind of balance the financials, but I truly believe you have, or you will have, I should say, enough financials to make that shift. So yes. Okay, just be careful on how you handle your finances. All right, so hopefully that helps. Lovely.
Okay, so I've got 2 on my side. We'll start with Kat here. Kat's got, what does this coming year have in store for me personally and professionally? So let's have
one more time the question. So I was just about to say thank you to Linda and I got distracted.
Oh, yeah. What does this coming year have in store for me personally and professionally?
And what's the name of the
Catherine? Yeah.
Catherine.
So Rose, Catherine is the other lady that I do the lives with.
Oh, lovely. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. That you call Kat.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, Kat. Let's take a look here. Oh, ooh, this is nice. Just kind of torn between here and here. So let's just say something here between these cards. Okay, so at this moment, I feel like this is not just the current thought. This has been going back for at least within the year span. So I do feel for her, it's almost like she is seeking some new path, some new venture. She's looking to come out of where she's at. I truly believe she has enough knowledge, wisdom to literally take her from where she's at to start moving forward. Having said that, I feel she needs to believe completely within herself to allow and to believe that the universe is going to provide. So not to fear in leaving what's the old to venture out to the new, because it's going to be a really beautiful venture. Having said that, I feel like she's going through some situations right now that could be causing some anxiety, maybe a little bit of an uproar in her space. Okay. That's not to stop her and detour her from the upcoming path. What I do see is in the upcoming, it's almost like, okay, I'm going to have to say it the way I'm seeing it just right now. Internally, it's almost like this feeling of, when you're just feeling that I've got to make a new break. I've got to change. Okay. And I'm hoping this is resonating with her because you know her very well. Mm-hmm. Having said that, I feel like she's allowing something in her space that's kind of a little bit clouding her vision. So she needs to take 10 steps back and remove all this stuff that's not existing, has no purpose, so this beautiful lady can fly in her beautiful spiritual field. I can tell you right now. So I feel like she's being held back. I don't feel like she's holding herself back. I feel like something is holding her back and kind of putting her into a cycle that she does not want. Having said that, let me just see one more thing, because you know her well. So I just want to pull out one more for a split second. Does this make sense so far? to her?
Yeah, Kat, if anything, if you resonate, let me know if anything of this makes sense.
Is she able to hear me though? Oh, okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
She says hi,
Hello.
Rose. And yes, ma'am.
Okay, beautiful. But this is what I want to pull up. Now I'm pulling up to the upcoming. Such a beautiful journey, Kat. Really. Oh my God. Her mind is very, very in sync with herself. So I feel like she's very balanced. She's very in tuned and she's aligned. She's really, really beautiful. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful. Okay, a new upcoming journey is coming for you. And I feel like coming from the 2023, 2024, you've been working really, really hard to get to where you want to get to. Fantastic. Above it is the Ace of Cups, a beautiful flow, an abundance. And I feel like it's something just to say to you with the Eight of Pentacles is just saying that she's going to continuously work hard to get to this new place that she wants to be. And it's going to be a lot of work. There's going to be ups and downs, but it's not going to be anything that you have to be alarmed in any wrong way. And the Page of Cups is going to open up a whole new venture, the intuitiveness. And I feel like she's going to expand. So the question is, when? When? Because we all want to know when and how. The fact is, it's going to be for her. I feel like it's already in works on the second quarter. So this second quarter coming up, by the time third and fourth, I feel like she's going to be running quite solo. She's going to do really, really well. Just one thing I will add on. There's going to be some financials that's going to be placed in. She's going to have to invest in certain things. So just do it wisely to where you place it into the new upcoming journey. But you'll do wonderfully well. It's in your hands for that. So I hope that resonates, Kat.
Let me just double check here. It looks like my Instagram one might be frozen. I'm going to, Adam, is my Instagram running? Can you? Yeah, okay. Rose, can you just, sorry, Kat, can you just confirm that you heard everything? Amazing. Thank you, Rose.
Kat,
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, and I think, Kat, you're going to resonate with this card as well. The High Priestess is what came out for me. And it really, yeah, you know what the High Priestess is, Kat. It really is about your intuition and trusting the source and divinity, and you're going to be along the right path. And you are along the right path.
Yeah, it's very interesting because the Page of Cups is this new thought, new idea, the intuition that is ready just to kind of, I wouldn't even say take a leap of faith like the Fool card, but I really feel like it's ready. So that means I feel like she's just burning with passion. She's ready to start moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
And she's going to do wonderfully well. This year, she will be flying and soaring, I will tell you now, with her own wings. And I feel like even something very independent too. Very independent. This is her year. All right. The next one now.
Right. What do we have on your side?
Have a backlog. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We're doing wonderful, Cheyenne. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Cheyenne did validate from the last, I think it was the last live or the previous. She reached out to me. I forgot to reach out to you. My apologies. It was about what we had come to say actually happened with her work. It was the third choice, if you remember, Cheyenne.
Excellent.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you for joining. Okay. So I'm going to, okay, so this evening, we're going to be strictly doing the tarot cards. If I feel compelled to do a mediumship, I will. But at the same time, Alfreda, I just want to make sure that we're asking about you, so your spirit team. So I just want to ask, what's the message from me, from my spirit regarding my relationship with my friends, please? So let's ask these guides to see what is happening with her friends around her. And Alfreda, if you're still there, just write a note saying I'm still here.
So her question is, what's happening with her and her friends around her?
Yeah, regarding her relationship with her friends. Yeah, let's take a look here. Miss Alfreda. Oops, my apologies. Thank you, Alfred. I see you, lovely. Okay. Interesting. So, Alfreda, can I start, Steve? On this one?
Yep.
Okay, Alfreda, if you can understand this, thank you, Steve. I feel like there's been some, I would say, some little bit of wounds from the past. And there were some choices that you actually felt you had to kind of step back. Stepping back, feeling a little bit sad about it, but there was a little bit of confrontation, maybe a little bit of disagreements, things that really didn't fit you. So it doesn't have to be exactly in those words, but they really didn't fit to make you feel like, you know, this is where I want to be. So I feel like there were some choices made in the past to kind of step back. Having said that, in the current position, moving forward, I do feel moving forward, there is a good set of friends. Having said that, I do feel that maybe there's one that is maybe on the sideline of you that you're still kind of thinking about. Is it really that? Do I really want this person in my space the way I feel I have invited them in my space? So I feel like there might be a little bit of just opposites here, and the opposites don't really blend too much. Having said that, moving on the upcoming, it's just also saying to you not to put a lot of stress into things. Don't overthink things, because you are surrounded with a lot of love. So I don't feel anybody being around you as being devious or lying or, you know, negative, things like that. I just feel that there's just one that you might not see eye to eye with the same way. That's it. So I do feel you're in a good place, if that makes sense. Thank you. I'll pass it over to Steve.
Okay, so I've got 3 cards that have come out. The 8 of Wands in reversed, signifying that there's been something in the recent past that's been overwhelming, maybe some competition between the friends, something where you might have had some struggles with them. And then right after that, you've got the 2 of Swords talking about, you know, you need to make a decision, but there's some kind of indecisiveness going on, because you can see she's blindfolded and you've got like 2 crows almost like picking at her and tying her. So there's some kind of indecision you might be going through in the very current situation. But at the very end, you've got the Star. And the Star is a great card, and it's about renewal, about opportunities, creativity. So I think what this is trying to tell me is that maybe there's been some struggles in the past with your friends in your immediate circle, maybe a misunderstanding somewhere, and allow yourself to become vulnerable again and forgive, because that's what the Star is really all about. And it might not be something big, because to me, these are minor things. But the major card here is being vulnerable and forgiving whatever happened and putting it in the past.
Very true. Well said. Thank you for that, Steve.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Alfreda. If that resonates, you could just put it into the chat. Thank you.
All right.
You want me to come on mine, or do you want to jump back to yours? Because there's another one waiting.
Yeah, I've got another one waiting here.
Okay.
It's from Sylvia. And Sylvia says, "Hi, Steve. Will there be someone new in my space this year?" So let's try to get an answer for Sylvia.
Perfect. Thank you. After Sylvia, I'm coming back to Anna Paula. If you could be on standby just to say that you're here. And Alfreda, you're very welcome. Beautiful. Thanks always for joining us. Sylvia is looking for a partner. Yes, for love.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not sure, just to understand something here.
Mm-hmm.
If you could see the comment from Sylvia, please. I just need to ask something. Is she currently at this moment just rebuilding herself financially. I'm not saying she doesn't have finances, so please don't misunderstand my comment. Rebuilding her finances, meaning that looking for something new in the workplace, looking for a job, looking to change direction, to bring her stability back to where she would like to see it. Does that make sense?
Sylvia, if you heard that, can you resonate with that, please? Or comment?
And then I'll get onto the male thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm just going to wait for her to type.
So I think the focus point, really 2023, before we get to this male question or partner question, I should say, is more. It was more about the focus about work and money and a new path, new change.
Let me just double check if she dropped off, because I know she just wrote that question. Oh, there she is. I'm looking for a job and for a relationship.
Perfect. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. So I feel like this is current in the position that she's still in search of. Okay, so my question was to ask about the upcoming male or partner, I should say, partner. And then I could always flip on that too. So having said that, there is someone that's coming into the space. So I hope we can smile on that one. I do feel like while you are in search of looking, and it could be even happening something to do with work. Maybe you meet somebody, you cross paths with somebody at the workplace or somewhere in that space. Having said that, I feel like you've got this beautiful, bubbly personality that just draws people in. But the question is about this person coming in. So there is an opportunity, a new person coming into that space. I feel like they're telling me 6 months. So I'm going to say within the 6 months. At the same time, this person does come financially stable, which is really nice. He's got a very good career. He's very business minded. At the same time, I feel like he's in place. He knows where he's at. He knows who he is. Having said that, while you are looking for this new place or in this new place, this is where he says, okay, this is where he confesses, I like you. I want to be with you. The Lover's card at the end brings the two people together. That means this year, your question was, are you going to find love? Yes, you will find love. And don't forget, I'd like to be a flower girl, and I'm sure Steve could be the ring boy if there's any wedding bells. Especially when you're getting a reading for that.
So yeah, I've got a couple of cards that have come up here. They're a little bit different than Rose, but almost along the same lines. So I've got the Queen of Cups in reverse saying that there's some kind of, you're kind of like being reserved. So even though you might have a bubbly personality, I think right now you're being maybe a little bit reserved. So I think you need to put yourself out there a little bit more and shine so that you will be noticed. Okay. I don't know if that resonates at all. And then the last card that came up was the Two of Pentacles. So to me, meaning balance, right? There's going to be some kind of balance that you're going to be having to deal with when it comes to that relationship. So I think it's between work and the relationship. So maybe exactly what Rose is saying, maybe you're going to meet this person at work or through work. So, and yes, okay, so there you go. So Sylvia's saying, yes, we will be invited. And it so does resonate. Excellent, thank you.
Wonderful. And you know something, it's quite interesting that you had said that. The fact that we want love, right? But sometimes in our mind, we kind of just push it away because, and this is a quite normal thing. So I think the whole biggest thing, what I can say, love yourself to the fullest. That means strip yourself naked, look at yourself and love yourself to the fullest. Because I think that everybody has to, everybody looks at this outside glamour. Forget the glamour. The glamour comes inside. So I'm not talking just specifically for you, Sylvia, but I will say to everybody, every day you wake up, love who you are internally first. Okay? That's the biggest love you can give to yourself.
Excellent. Well said. Thank you.
Shine. Okay, so I'm going to jump back to mine. Thank you, Sylvia. Anna Paula Ferreira, are you there? That's a long name. Anna Paula Ferreira Mazuka. Interesting. That's a long name. Welcome. So just if you're there, just please put I'm here. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So
Okay.
it's that energy around me. Why every time I focus and concentrate in my goal in health never works? A simple, let me just see what it says here. My apologies. A simple comment for someone else, I give up. Okay. First of all, you can't give up. It was just basically the comment that I was talking about prior to reading your question. It's about loving yourself each and every day. Please don't give the power to anybody to think that they have that much power over you to detour, to shift, to change, to alter the path that you're supposed to walk on. So please understand that you hold the keys. And I feel like you need to focus on you than rather feeling or thinking or believing that somebody outside of that space, your beautiful sacred space, can really put that much damage towards, it not working out. So I think that's the first and foremost is putting yourself in the power and know that it is you and only you that has that special key to walk forward and make all the changes that you wish to make. Okay, so you go ahead. I'm going to flip.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to confirm the question because there was a little bit of a skip. So
Yeah.
she's asking about like is she trying to diet? Is that what it is?
Well, not really. It says health, so we won't ask about it on here.
Health.
But
Okay.
basically, yeah, what she's saying is every time she focuses and concentrates in her goal in health, so we don't know what it is, and we don't need
Yeah.
to know on the
Yeah.
panel for the one who posted it. A simple comment for someone else, I give up. So she basically, why does she feel bad energy around her? Or is there some bad energy around her? The answer is really no, but continue.
No. Yeah, no, I'm not getting any kind of bad energy. So I've got 2 pages and the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands really is about you're looking out and you need to make a decision. Now the 2 pages to me are coming in, weighing in like I feel like maybe you're looking at this health situation from the wrong angle. And also, are you doing this for yourself or are you doing this for somebody else? So what I'm trying to get at there is, so there are people that lose weight or get into shape because they want the attention from somebody else and they relate that to their health goal. And yes, that is a health goal, but really you're doing it for somebody else. So the focus is not there for yourself. So I feel like there's a loss of focus going on and you need to ground yourself. You need to balance yourself. And in order to do that, you need to make a decision. You need to figure out what is actually stopping you from achieving the health goal. And it's not a negative energy. I'm not picking up any kind of negative energy here. This is more about, I think, the people around you. Maybe they're not supportive. I'm not sure what you're getting, Rose.
Yeah, no, actually, I agree with you. I really do. And you know what's interesting? The fact is, if let's just say this is an actual example diet thing, we don't know. Let's just say it's that. The fact, if you look at yourself and you tell yourself you're big, you're big, you're big, or you use the word fat, 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 we start to believe in things that we're actually processing. So I think, I believe you need to take your mind out of that set and shift it yourself and change it so you are able to take more control on what you really want to focus on. So I do believe, Anna, that you can change this all on your own. Please don't give the thought the power into the possibilities. Okay, that's fine. I understand that. Okay, it's a smoking addiction. I understand that. Then this is something that most probably you'd want to get help on. If you're having difficulties, I know that I will just say this live. I actually went to a beautiful group mediumship party. And the first two women, they were about 63 years old, 65 years old. They were my first two paired together before I got into the party. Well, what happened is their mother had come down and just wanted to say thank you for them to stop smoking. And the interesting part about it, they've been smoking for, I think, 50 years. And all of a sudden, was it, let's say they started when they're about 13, 15, they were in their 60s, let's say 65. I don't know what the mathematics is. But do you know they went to this laser and both of them quit?
Mm.
I'm not saying it's going to work for Anna, but we could always look into something. There's other alternatives to help you. Anna, please don't feel that it is somebody outside not allowing you, or that those voices inside that keep smoking don't quit. Please ask for the help, the professional help. They will help you. I really believe that.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that a little bit, because smoking, you know, they say smoking is one of the hardest addictions to quit, okay, to get rid of. And I think it's something, like you said, Rose, you need extra help in getting there. You know, and in saying that, I just, again, I look at my cards and I feel like this person's environment around them is not supportive. So I'm not talking about the people, but maybe the environment around her, in the sense of, could be high stress. Maybe she's very creative, has a lot of ideas, and you know, people resonate with that kind of stuff. Hey, I'm going to go take a smoke break, right? So I think a lot is your environment, and I don't know. Please, let me know if that resonates. Maybe I'm completely off, or if that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I think that even if you attempt to give that try, you know, I've heard of many people trying once, twice, three times, and they succeed. But always believe it's you, not
Yeah.
anybody else changing that for you to keep smoking. That's what I'm going to say. So there is no bad energy. Equals no bad energy. The best way I can say it.
Yeah, I did see that she wrote some comments, but they scroll up so fast I didn't see what they said.
Oh, she says, thanks, guys. The comments, it's more like you can do it. Yes, and you can do it. You really can do it.
All right.
You've got this, Anna. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So thank you for joining us, lovely.
Back over to my side. Anna Diaz, Art of Healing. Anna, just let me know if you're still there. Her question is, can you pull cards for me to ask about love, new ventures, and spirituality? All right.
Okay,
So,
what was it?
can you pull cards for me to ask about love, new ventures, and spirituality?
Oh, we need a 2-hour reading for that one. What? Okay. That's very nice of you, Vilma. You see, we even have Vilma commenting. Anna, you can do this. Just believe in yourself. It's just very beautiful. But we're all there to support one another and help one another. So much love to you, Anna. Who knows? We might have to, instead of the tarot, we might be the 1-800 smoke line. Just joking. You never know.
There you go.
This could shift. You never know. I'm telling you. Much blessings to you, lovely. And you'll do it when you're ready to do it. All right. And the first name of the other lady was Maria?
Anna.
No, the one that's on yours. It's so cute with those feet. I like those teeth showing, Anna. Yes. Yes,
Anna.
Right.
Anna Diaz. Okay, I'm not sure if she's still on, but I'm gonna. Now, her question again relates to quite a few different topics, right?
Yeah, so we're going to get to whatever we can. In the meantime, I will prepare Margaret Pereira on my side. If you could just please say that you're there. We're going to do another reading, but just make sure you're there. So we're waiting for yours right now for Anna Diaz.
Yeah.
Good night, lovely. Good night. Thank you, Anna. Okay, Margaret, stay on standby. We're right here. I actually have the 3 cards in my hands for the other lady, so we're just waiting.
Okay, I haven't seen a response from Anna, but I think we'll just go through this very quickly for Anna. So she asked about love, new ventures, and spirituality. So I feel like when it comes to spirituality, I've got the 8 of Swords in reversed. So to me, meaning, you're no longer trapped. You've got some kind of freedom going on. So you've got the freedom to practice the spirituality and to obtain those new ventures, okay? The next card that came up was the King of Pentacles. And that's basically someone who's stubborn, impracticable, authoritative. So I think putting the 2 together, you have the freedom to do what you need to do, but don't be stubborn about it. So I think if there's decisions and things to be made, and maybe partnerships to work with, you have to let go of the stubbornness for it to work. Okay. And I'm not sure what you got, Rose.
I actually, I'm not sure because I was kind of just looking. My apologies and scrolling.
That's okay.
Run me the question one more time, please.
Yeah. Can you pull cards for me to ask about love, new ventures, and spirituality?
Okay, so I do feel the spirituality at this moment is within her. She's doing something. And I feel like she really loves doing, even if it's a speck of light of it. Okay. Having said that, I feel like there's a little bit of situation going on with some finances, some financials, possibly maybe her work not paying her enough for what she's doing, or she's out of the work and not receiving because it's all to do with finances. That's kind of in a loss. Could be coming and going, coming and going. Having said that, I feel like for herself, she's thinking more on the spiritual level to do things with herself. I do feel that she's on to something. So if she is on and she hears this, there's going to be a new shift for her. I feel like there's going to be a change. But having said that, with the moon card, we've got to be a little bit careful there in a sense where have more clarity before you take that next step. Because something could be presented to you, but it might not be as beautiful as what is being presented in the beginning. So be very careful in your next step on that. I do feel that she will start to have this opportunity that will come into her space, but not right away. I'm not seeing this right away. I feel like it's almost like I still feel she needs to get things together more and have more clarity for that. So this could be specks of different pieces that's going in at the same time, things shifting into the new year of 2025. Having said that, on the love, I'm not sure what you pulled up. I'm not seeing yet the full stability of somebody in that space just yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I had the 8 of Swords reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed. So I think at the end of the day, a lot of internal work, because when I get reverse cards, quite a few in a row, it really is looking internally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I know that there's more questions on my side, but I'm going to
Yeah.
stop it there. So Andy, come back next week with your question, please. And maybe Rose we can take one more for you, or
I'm not able to hear you.
you
There
can't
we
hear
are.
me?
It's not that. I received a phone call and it kind of took me out.
That's okay.
Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear anything. It's because I received a phone call and I probably pressed the wrong button. That's good. So, having said that, I think we're going to close it with one more. And if you could flip, could you hear me?
So, Rose, you're frozen. You're frozen.
I can't hear anything. Hold on one second. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. One second. No, I'm having, uh-oh. I have no idea what's happened. Okay,
Okay, so,
could you hear me though?
not on your Facebook.
Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do?
So for everyone that's on my Instagram and YouTube, just so you know, Rose is doing live on her Facebook at the same time. So that's why we're getting all these questions bombarded to us. But it somehow, well, she got a phone call and it kicked her out of the Facebook Live.
If you could hear me, I could hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Your Facebook is frozen.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so did you want to we close tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's 9 o'clock. Anyway, I wanted to leave a message, one message for this one lovely soul that is on my panel. Where is she? Let's take a look. Maria del Carmen Rojo. If you are still on the panel, I'm going to ask you to reach out to me personally, please. Okay. So if you're still on the panel, Maria del Carmen, please reach out to me through Messenger or through my email. Okay, I will post it up there today.
Yeah, Maria, I see you're on my Instagram as well. So reach out to Rose personally, please.
Perfect. So Maria, I will ask you to send a message to me. Okay, this is about a loved one. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining in tonight with Steve at Energy Healing with Steve and myself, Rose. It's always a delight. It's a pleasure to have you all join us. I feel like we're just so loved on here on both sides, just going back and forth. So I believe we're back next week. Am I right?
That's correct.
Perfect. So whatever's left to be continued, we'll see you all next week.
Yes.
I'll pass it over to you to say good night to everybody. And thank you once again from Rose. Thank you.
Again, thanks to everyone for joining. We love doing this for the collective. So please come back every week and spread the word out there to everybody. And yes, come back, ask us more questions. You know how to reach us. And we'll see you next week. Thank you very, very much.
Okay. Spirit blessings. Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.